My precious child, I see you. Before you even cry out, I hear the whispers of your heart. Before you open your mouth, I know every thought, every longing, every weight you carry in silence. There's never been a moment you've walked through this world unseen. Even in the depths of your pain, even when no one else noticed the quiet breaking inside you, I was there. Not distant, not indifferent, but with you, closer than breath, closer than your skin, wrapped around you in love you didn't even know how to name. You have cried tears that no one else saw. You have kept walking when your soul was begging you to stop. You've learned how to smile while your heart silently bled. And through it all, I've been whispering, hold on. I'm not done with you yet. Let those words settle deep inside your bones. Child, I'm not done with you. Sheaf of rice, the breaking is not the end. There are seasons in life when everything seems to fall apart. Relationships shatter, dreams wither, strength runs dry. You begin to wonder if anything good will ever come again. Maybe you felt like that recently. Maybe you've been asking, where are you, God? Why didn't you stop this? Why does it hurt so much? You are not wrong for asking. I never told you not to question me. I never asked you to hide your hurt from me. My child, I invite you to come boldly, honestly. Pour out every doubt, every fear, every tear. You don't have to pretend with me. I am the God who collects your tears in a bottle, who sits beside you in the dark and holds you through the storm. I don't demand perfection. I desire your heart. Even when things broke, I never left. Even when everything felt hollow, I was still writing your story. Even when your hands were empty, I was placing seeds deep into the soil of your soul, seeds that haven't yet bloomed. Sun behind small cloud, I am the God who restores. Do you remember who I am? I am the one who spoke light into darkness, the one who raised dead things back to life, the one who parted the sea to make a path for my children, the one who walks on water, silences storms, and makes bitter things sweet again. And I am your God. The same power that raised Jesus from the grave is alive and at work in you. You may not see it yet, but I am restoring what was broken. Not always by returning it exactly the way it was, but by transforming it into something even greater. You lost things you didn't want to lose. You walked away from things you never imagined you'd leave. You buried dreams, hopes, and parts of yourself you thought would never rise again. But my child, hear me. I specialize in resurrection. The grave is never the final word when I am in the story. What looks dead to you, I see as seed. What feels finished to you, I see as the beginning of something sacred. Cherry blossom, there is still beauty in you. That you've been hard on yourself, that you've judged your scars, that you've measured your worth by what didn't work out, by what was lost, by what others thought. But I never loved you because you were perfect. That I never valued you because of what you accomplished. That I love you because you are mine. My fingerprints are all over your soul. That I formed you with intention. That I called you good long before you knew your name. Nothing about you is accidental. Even the parts you dislike, I see purpose in them. You've made mistakes. So what? You've fallen. Yes, but you got up. You've struggled. And I've never been disappointed in you. Not once. You are not forgotten. There are seasons of silence when you wonder if I've turned away. But silence is not absence. There are seasons of waiting when the heavens feel still. But waiting is not wasting. When you feel buried, you're actually being planted. When you feel lost, I'm just rearranging the map. Your name is written on my hands. Your prayers have never been ignored. Your faith, even the flickering, fragile kind, moves mountains. Keep walking. Even if it's slow, keep hoping. Even if it's only in whispers, keep showing up. Even if your heart isn't sure, because I see the tiny acts of courage you don't give yourself credit for. I see the days you kept going when everything told you to quit. I see how you love others even while your own heart aches. And I promise you this, not a single act of love, trust, or endurance will be wasted. Sunrise, your story is still being written. You're still here. That means I'm not finished. There are pages yet to be written. Chapters of laughter, healing, wonder, restoration. There are divine appointments on your path. People you haven't met yet who will change your life. Joys you haven't tasted yet that will surprise you with their sweetness. You don't need to rush or force the next step. You just need to trust me with the pen. Let me write it. Let me hold the pieces of your broken dreams and form something more beautiful than you dared to imagine. That I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be willing. Willing to believe again. Willing to open your heart again. Willing to let me carry the weight with you. Droplet, come as you are. You don't need to fix yourself before coming to me. You don't need to get it together. I already know your weaknesses, your patterns, your battles, and I love you in the middle of all of it. Bring me your anger. Bring me your confusion. Bring me your empty hands and broken dreams. I am the safest place for your pain. You don't have to be afraid of my response. That I won't shame you. I won't reject you. I won't roll my eyes at your doubts that I'll meet you in the mess and gently restore you. Like a shepherd carries a wounded lamb, I will carry you. Like a gardener tenderly tends the dry soil, I will water your soul. Like a father kneels to lift his child, I will lift you out of the pit. Fire, I am doing a new thing. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Yes, the past shaped you, but it does not define your future. Yes, you've been wounded, but you are not disqualified. Yes, things changed, but I will bring beauty even from ashes. You don't need to understand it all. You just need to trust that I do. There is hope for you. Hope is not just for other people. It is for you. You are not too far gone. You are not too broken. You are not too late. That I will restore the years that were stolen. That I will redeem the places that were ruined. That I will rewrite the chapters that ended too soon. Hold on to me, even if it's by a single thread of faith. Hold on. I am not the God who leaves. I am not the God who forgets. I am not the God who abandons when things get hard. I am the God who stays. A final word for your heart. You are loved. You are seen. You are chosen. You are carried. You are being restored. Don't give up now that you've come too far. There is more ahead for you than you can imagine, and I will be with you every single step of the way. Even in the silence, I am working. Even in the pain, I am present. Even in the waiting, I am preparing. You are never alone, child. Not for a second. Not for a breath. So breathe deep again and take the next small step. I am here, and I am making all things new with everlasting love. Your heavenly Father, my beloved child. You've carried pain that never got a voice. You've stood in the shadows and clapped for others while your own heart longed for recognition. That you've smiled so people wouldn't worry. Even when you were breaking inside, that I saw it all. Not a single sigh went unnoticed. Not a single tear was missed. Not a single night of restless sleep was wasted. And now I want you to know something even deeper. This is not just your survival season. It's your rebuilding season. I am not just patching up your wounds. I am creating new strength in you. Where you once broke, I'm placing gold. Where you once feared, I'm building boldness. Where you once bled, I'm planting healing that will bloom and bless others. I'm not asking you to have it all figured out. You've spent so much time trying to be strong, trying to hold it together, trying to plan your way out of pain, confusion, or loss. But I never asked you to be perfect. I never expected you to figure it all out. I just asked you to trust me, not blindly, but deeply. Not with fake faith, but with your real fears, too. Because real trust isn't about pretending you're okay. Real trust is handing me the shattered pieces and saying, I don't know how you'll do it, God, but I believe you can. And I can. I am not limited by time, circumstance, money, or mistakes. That I am not afraid of what you're facing. I am not overwhelmed by your emotions. So come to me honestly. You don't need poetic prayers, just real ones. That I hear even your groans. That I understand the language of your silence. Seedling growth often looks like pain. You prayed for strength, but strength doesn't grow in comfort. You asked me to stretch your faith, so I led you through places that required it. You asked me to take you deeper, so I removed the shallow ground. But hear me, I didn't take you into the deep to drown you. I took you into the deep to teach you how to walk on water. You don't even realize how far you've come, do you? You've healed more than you think. That you've forgiven people who never said sorry. That you've let go of things that once made you feel safe. That you've said yes to me even when it terrified you. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are growing. And sometimes growth feels like grief. Sometimes healing feels like breaking. Sometimes breakthrough starts with breaking down. But I'm not wasting any of it. You will smile again, and it will be real. There is a version of you ahead, full of peace, full of joy, full of purpose, who is already being formed. That version of you wakes up without dread, loves without fear, gives without exhaustion, trusts without hesitation. And I'm taking you there, step by step. You won't always feel the way you feel now. You won't always carry this heaviness. You won't always be trying to survive. One day, you'll look back and say, I didn't think I'd make it, but God carried me. Amen.